So first, Ben, your debut? What did you make of your first game at the top level?
Yeah, it was obviously an incredible experience. Pretty weird one actually. Kind of felt like a normal day at the club at the start. It was good to play a home game, I guess, first one off the bat. But yeah, once I got out there, kind of just focused on the game and tried not to be overawed by the occasion. My teammates were great helping me through that, so yeah, massive credit to them. Unfortunately, wasn't the perfect result, but yeah, it was pretty close to a perfect day for me. If we had got over the line, yeah, it would have been awesome.
And what came out of the review? I suppose this controversy around the stretcher sort of overshadowed what was a pretty good performance from Brisbane. What was the sort of key things that came out of the review?
Yeah, it was pretty positive from Leper. Our contested ball improved a lot. That was one thing that he signalled. Yeah, there wasn't much talk about the stretcher thing. I'm not 100% certain on the details of that, but no, he was very proud of us, and obviously to bounce back from the Bulldogs game was important, and the leaders really drove that, and Tom Rockcliffe was really happy with our effort and intent as opposed to the previous week.
You got a mate.
Your teammates got pretty excited?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was a good moment. Actually, going back, I was fairly confident. Usually, I'm pretty nervous with those types of things, but for some reason, I was confident that I was going to kick it, and I did. And yeah, the boys getting around me was definitely something that I'll remember for a long time.
So it's a dream debut?
Almost, yeah, almost. If the result had gone our way, it probably would have been a dream debut, but unfortunately it didn't. But I still enjoyed the occasion. I'm still pretty positive about it all.
Mate, most young guys cop a bit of sledging out there. Did any of the Swans get into you being your first game?
No, not really. There wasn't really much of that actually on the weekend, so I probably expected a bit more. They obviously had Aaliyah debuting as well, so no, there wasn't much of that. After the game, a couple of the Sydney players they wished me all the best, and they were pretty good about it all. So yeah, it was good fun.
Did you add anything?
No, I didn't. No, not really. No, I think I'll have to get a few more games under my belt before I start doing that. So.
How about falling on the Lions jump? I mean, you've got a bit of family history. Your great-grandfather played with Fitzroy, I believe. You must be pretty proud to fall on the Lions jump.
Yeah, well, I've obviously been a supporter for a long time. Yeah, that's right.
Pretty proud to fall on the Lions jersey, a bit of family history behind it. Fan for a long.
Yeah, I've been a supporter for a long time, so to actually get out there on the Gabba instead of watching the game was pretty surreal. I tried not to think about that too much. It was kind of just about the actual game and getting my job done.
Tell us about your family connections with the club.
Yeah, so my great-grandfather played for Fitzroy, played a few games. He also played for Collingwood. My whole dad's side of the family was mad Fitzroy, so they barracked for them for a long time. So that kind of is where we started going for the Lions. So mum's side St Kilda, but dad won out in the end. So we grew up Lions supporters, even though we were originally from Melbourne. So yeah.
So it's just like you've ended up here at the Lions,
yeah. Yeah, well, we moved up. We moved up pretty early, so I was about 6 years old. So yeah, we moved up here because mum's family were kind of coming up and started our lives up here. And then obviously the academy came about when I was about 14. So I was very lucky to be able to be a part of that program and end up at the club.
Keays, after the Q clash and the poor performance against the Bulldogs, Leper and Rocky said that the team got a bit happy with themselves, got ahead of themselves. Has there been talk about this, about keeping the blokes' feet on the ground after a really good performance against Sydney, moving ahead towards Port Adelaide?
Yeah, there has. Obviously, we did play well, and Sydney were a very good side, but in the end, we didn't get the win. So it's all about moving on from that. And if we bring that effort and intent against Port Adelaide this weekend, then I think all the boys are pretty confident. But
is that the challenge for a young side to replicate that week in, week out?
Yeah, I think it's kind of been on 1 week on, 1 week off, I think, in our preparation this year. So if we can get that consistency and just do the same thing every week, prepare and bring that intent, then we should be fine, and there should be quite a few wins coming around the corner.
Leper said after the match that we probably shouldn't be patting guys on the back just for bringing effort. It should be sort of a standard. What else do you have to do you think, this week to just get over the line and cause that upset?
Yeah, well, as I said before, even though we've been applauded for our effort and stuff, we still lost. So there's still a lot of things that we need to fix up. Just real little things, structure-wise, and because it's amazing. One little mistake from one bloke setting up in the structure can cost a goal, and obviously the result was 3 points in the end. So get rid of those little things, which is definitely doable, and for 99% of the game we set up right and do all those things, then we should give ourselves a good chance to win every week.
Personally, where to from here?
Well, hopefully I'll hold my spot and get to play Port Adelaide. That's probably the first thing. Apart from that, yeah, I'm just enjoying the experience so far, and I'm enjoying learning from some of the best players in the competition, and I guess I've just started living the dream right now, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Speaking of the best players in the competition, did you cross paths with Buddy at all on Sunday? That would have been a bit surreal, like being on the same field as Buddy Franklin.
Yeah, I've said to a couple of people, probably the biggest step up from what I've been playing to AFL level was the size of the bodies, and Buddy's just no exception. He's a massive unit, and while I didn't get close to tackling him, that's probably lucky. I probably wouldn't have been able to bring him down, because yeah, it was amazing being out in the field with him. He's a special player, and credit to Daniel Merritt. He did a good job, but I mean, it's hard to keep a guy like that's influence to a minimum. So yeah, it was great. Great to be out there.
Looks winnable on Sunday, mate. Like you guys are in pretty good nick from last week, as you said, and Port are a little bit on the ropes, I guess. They've had some shakes. Do you see it as a potential opportunity? Yeah, of course, it's winnable. We're not going in overconfident. Obviously, Port Adelaide are a good side. Some results haven't gone their way, but they've been a good side for a few years now. So, yeah, I think we go into every game thinking we can win it, because you never know what might happen on the day. But I think the boys are pretty hungry now. After 2 losses in a row, they're pretty hungry to get a win. So it'll be a very interesting day.
How much family did you have here on the week, and how proud of
Yeah, a lot of family and friends came for the game, which was nice. Yeah, they're pretty proud. Trying not to they're trying to stay out of my way a bit, I guess, because obviously it was only one game and it's a long season. So, but yeah, I could tell they were pretty proud, and yeah, sitting up in section 62, a lot of them were, and yeah, they loved it. And yeah, footy's been in my family for that long, so to see one of their own, I guess, step on the field was amazing for them.